Hello, you inflatable sex dolls with live snails stuffed into every sexy orifice. Jim Sterling here, and this is The Cursed Forest. This is a game in early access. It's first person. It's somewhat of a horror game with some walking simulator-y type stuff to it, I think. I do know there's a lot of bugs in it. They put that on the warning screen when you first boot up. They say there's some texture issues and some bugs. But again, early access, etc., etc. Let's see whether this is still good enough to be worth selling at this point. We will find out, as is the way with our look at early access games. That is a sad teddy bear, presumably in the rain, as judged from the chalky lines coming down at a slant there, around the bear. It's a nice picture. Sad, with a nice, subtle contrast between the blue and the black there. It's very subtle. Yeah. That's about all I've got to say about that, actually. But I've got to keep talking because it's loading. Could just cut this whole bit out until the game comes up, but it's a moot point because the loading stopped. There we go. The game has begun. We are in what can only assume. What we can only assume, I should say, is a cursed forest. Oh, there's one particularly loud bird. Oh, blimey. Bit of a dodgy start, but we can see the textures coming in. They did warn players about that at the beginning. They say the textures are rough at first, but then it becomes normal. Okay. Blimey, that ain't running very well. But hey, we got an achievement, early access. Brilliant. Okay, that's a lot of... Oh, fucking hell. Is the curse a shittily inconsistent frame rate? The sound's nice. It's got nice atmospheric noise, background noise. And the music's initially nice. There's a sprint button. Not an obtuse sprint button like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. I know there's one commenter in particular who defends Everybody's Gone to the Rapture in my comments every time I slag it off, but the game was rubbish. Here we go. We're exploring the world of the Cursed Forest. There goes another bird, having a bit of a squawk. Okay, here's a letter. Oh, we got legs. Always nice to know in a first-person game. How do we pick that up? F. Fucking hell, that's a lot of reading. Ever since I started researching and writing about abandoned places, there's always been one in particular I've wanted to visit. I've heard many stories about the place, everything from cars mysteriously breaking down as they try to pass through, to travellers venturing into the forest never to be seen again. Then there's the tales about the settlement itself. The people that lived there were building a railroad until one day they all disappeared without a trace. The incident has almost been forgotten now, discarded as an urban legend, a ghost story to keep children from straying too far into the woods. Now, I have the opportunity to finally visit the area, and who knows, maybe I'll even solve the mystery of what happened there. When I first entered the settlement, I couldn't believe how many things had been left behind. Whole homes abandoned, with all the families' belongings still inside. I find it hard to believe that these people would have left all their worldly possessions of their own free will. I feel as if every step I take leads me closer to discovering the truth. Still, no matter how exciting I find my discoveries, I feel uneasy in this place as if I'm being watched. On the outskirts of the settlement's territory, I've made an incredible find, a set of altars. They look older than anything in the village, as though they were here for long before the settlers were. Out of curiosity, I lit one of them. As I did, the ground began to shake, almost as though there had been a small earthquake. I'm sure it was nothing more than a coincidence, but still standing in the light of the altar, I felt relief wash over me as if I was safe from the terrible presence that has been following me. I think the altars could be important clue as to what happened all those years ago. I will have to do more research tomorrow. Spelt altars wrong all throughout that, and I know that they know how to spell altar because it's spelt right at the top. Right. Someone lit an altar and some shit happened. Okay. There. We've lit an altar, saved our progress. It's a nice colour effect. I like that, the red on the blue there. Red flame giving off a blue light. Nice little trippy effect. That was amazing. Right. Continue on our journey. Oh, that's okay. What happened there? Was that because I was sprinting too much? Let's sprint again and see if it happens. Then we'll know if that was meant to just happen at that point, or if that's my punishment for doing too much runnings. Frogs! This is a CryEngine game. Apparently, if you're doing a CryEngine game, you've got to have the bouncy frogs. This isn't the first CryEngine game I've played that's had the bouncy frogs, which I think may be maybe an asset thing. I don't want to say that for sure, but it does seem to be a hallmark. Everything's going all blurry again. Maybe we shouldn't be going in the water. But I missed the frog. I want to see more frogs. Where are them frogs? Oh, we've got a jump button. Hey! Bit of a campfire there. I can listen to this dude get hurt all day. Right. See what's going on in here. Oh, there's something over there. Right, have a look in here. Oh, we've got a carrot icon. Good, good. Get an inventory, okay. One of the reviews on Steam said it was basically a walking simulator, but seems to be more going on than just that. Blimey, okay, suspicions. There was a strange atmosphere in the settlement today. The people seemed more subdued and silent than usual, though it could have been a projection of my own foreboding. Sarah's predicament plays on my mind so much so that the corner of my eye could swear I saw her sitting in my room, but when I looked, of course, she was not there. I will need to approach my father about this attitude towards her. He is a harsh leader and no different from his parenting. While the villagers seem enraptured by his vision, I am less convinced and find it hard to trust his word as certainly as the others. Although the streets were quiet today and the night they seemed to have come alive, when I left my house to inquire into commotion, the noise faded into nothingness, as though it had never existed in the first place. Tomorrow I will have to be braver and speak to Sarah's father, then perhaps the feeling of unease will leave me in the inexplicable things that have been happening here will show themselves to be nothing but a fracture of my own nervous mind. Right, so some person called Sarah's been fucking around. Guess we got everything. So we got ourselves a carrot. Alright. Dear picture. What? Is that some sort of poltergeist? May have been. Don't worry about that. What's this? Anything? I don't know, just looks like fireflies in a jar, I guess. So there's multiple ways now. There's this, and there's up here, I think. I'm going to go this way because I see a scarecrow yonder. Scarecrows are cool. Not this scarecrow, this is a lame scarecrow. You ain't scary, scarecrow. Just giving you all a bit of scarecrow fan service there. How good. Right. We'll go this way. We'll press forward. We got a map? No? Okay. Would have helped to have a map, but don't have one. Maybe we'll pick one up later. Who knows? I saw something black and shadowy in the distance there. Some sort of cave. The plot darkens. Fluffy friend. My father never liked the freak of the trip. I messed that up. This is 2 pages. Right, we'll do cliff notes on this one. Deterrent, tell me, feral wolves. They saw birds and squirrels. Noise from the bushes. Thought about wolves, but it was a rabbit. And went for its hole. Came with a carrot, placed it in front of there. Within 30 minutes it reappeared sniffing the food. Okay. Cool. We've got a carrot. So if we put the carrot by the rabbit hole... Right, now what the fuck's... Well... Okay. I can hear my heartbeat going again. So we fed the rabbit, got an achievo. And that seemed to have been about it. We got another altar. Come on, where's my cursor? There we go. Saved. A nice one. Right. So that was sort of a dead end, but we did do a thing. Scarecrow's gone. I mean, it was a dopey looking scarecrow, so I ain't too upset about it. But we'll go this way now. See what's up. That's oh, another altar. Lucky us. Fly noise. Just waiting to see if there's any monsters or anything. There's another note. Fucking hell. Oh, there's a monster in the lake. When I was younger, an older boy told me a story about a creature that lived in the lake. He swore that when he'd been out walking, he had looked towards the distant shoreline, saw a red glow softly radiating from within water. He took off his shoes and waded towards it to get a better view. What an idiot. But as he got closer to it, it started moving rapidly towards him. Startled, he backed out the water to the safety of the land. Emerging from the spot he had just left, he caught a glimpse of bright red scales, a shark-like jaw, and rows of jagged, sharp teeth. Rawr! After he had recounted his tale, I told the boy that I didn't believe him, that nothing so monstrous could be in creation. In response, he took out his bag, an old book, flip into a well-thumbed page that showed a hand-drawn picture of a grotesque-looking catfish. It was not the creature he had seen, but proof that nature could be more hideous than anything I'd ever imagined before. I went home in tears. What? It's a catfish! And my father berated me for believing in foolish make-believe stories. What, of catfish? Even now, although I know it cannot be true, some part of me believes that such a creature exists, perhaps hiding in a cave deep below the water's surface. Sometimes it haunts my dreams, and the boy swimming and grabs my leg and drags me into the depths. Sense of relief and big fish. Alright, big fish. I ain't scared of no big fish. Come on. Where you at? Go under the water. Can't see a damn thing under the water. What's this shit over here? That's some sort of firefly in a bag? Paleontologist, it says on the Chivo screen there. Okay, that looks like that might be a route. But, hell, let's go this way. Let's see what else. Oh, there we go, something got us. Ooh! Hell's going on? Oh, we bashed that stupid head. Oh. Well then. That was indeed a thing that I guess was meant to happen. Bait, it says. Or indeed maybe it wasn't meant to happen. Because we've been thrown back here. So that's what happens when you go that way in the lake. So we'll just skirt around the lake. There's something in them waters, and that something is a right old dick. Okay, let's see. Am I even supposed to be in this bit? I don't know. A lot of wandering around. There's a lot of wandering around. Now, I could be wrong about this, but there is already a Cursed Forest that this game isn't. Or this is like a reimagining or another take on the original Cursed Forest. I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me on it. Okay, look, cave. Maybe. Can we go through? There we go. That was weird. It seemed a bit stuck there. Oh, that leads to bollocks all. Well, I ain't gonna go back that way. That fish will fucking get me. Alright. Well, that's a letdown. Okay, well there's another route, isn't there, back yonder? I mean, there might be another way down here, but I ain't gonna spend all of my fucking day fucking looking for it. What we'll do is we'll see if there's something up this path that's up this way. That's what we'll do. I mean, the game ain't terrible. I'm not too invested in whatever story they're trying to tell. I mean, I'm reading it quickly, but I'm surprisingly good at sight reading and taking the info in. I've picked up what it's putting down. But it has got a nice... weird noises. It has got a nice atmosphere to it. The audio is very good. Have a look around here. But, you know, maybe I've just played too many of the wandery, explory games by now. So I really am quite over them. I know some people defended, say, you know, everybody's gone to the Rapture by saying they'd not played that many. So, especially because it was on PS4 and they said you don't get that many of them on console. That's some sort of cave over there. And there's a flickering over there. Let's have a look at the cave. But this one, I do like that there's a kind of freeform element to it. There's things to look for. Now the frame rate's calmed down as well, it's more pleasant to play. I guess my problem with it is the problem I have with a lot of them, where the world itself really does seem so... I don't know. I'm not... It's not engaged me. I feel, again, like a tourist, like a cameraman more than a participant. Which could change. I mean, things like the carrot helped. But... I had to duck for that. While I was out walking in the forest, I came across, let's read properly, a magnificent deer. His antlers were so big that his head bowed. I took them for fallen tree limbs. If only I brought my gun, he would have made an excellent trophy. Oh, well, that's... It's a shame that's your first thought when you see a magnificent deer, innit? Can't wait to shoot it in their head. That'd be more... Probably go for the lungs or the heart, wouldn't they? Don't want to ruin the head. And... we're back here. Alright. Again, that's okay. There is still another route this way. Although, something tells me it'll just lead me around in circles now. But, there you go. Come on, get across. So, the cave was, what, over there? Yeah. And we can go this way instead. Let's go this way! More winding paths and things. It's not like a linear fucking thing, which puts it above a lot of these games, these types of games. Got ourselves another altar. Okay, we're all saved up. Saved up good and proper. Loving it. More reading. Contrabandist cave secrets. Okay, here we go. Jan told me there is a cave hidden in the forest where many years ago thieves from the city hid precious contraband. When they were caught, the cave had searched and the valuable items were confiscated and removed. As I knew a few interesting stories about this area, I pestered Jan for every detail he knew. We searched for the cave for weeks with only a vague idea as to its location. Eventually, on one of our many rambles in the forest, I found it exactly as it had been described. The boulders flanking either side of the entrance, hanging over partially obscuring the hole in the rock face, fallen log perched precariously above it. I wanted to go inside, but the daylight only penetrated a few feet into its depths. I'd had the illogical thought that maybe something precious had been left behind in there, jewels that had fallen into a crack in the floor, money that had been hidden, gold, convinced me not to go in, ground was slippery and uneven, I never returned to explore, but I think that's for the best. If I'd have entered the cave, it would have been empty and only filled with my disappointment. Okay. Well, we're going to go where that little wanker didn't. Oh, there was a little skittering thing there. We'll go look for precious gems. Maybe. If we can get across. Come on. There we go. Little... No! Okay. Our achievement, Icarus. Oh. Dickarus, more like. Well, that's the cursed forest, anyway. I don't want to play it anymore. Nothing against the game, I just can't be bothered to do anymore. It's alright. It's not nothing special as far as I can see. If you want a walking around atmospheric one, this is certainly among the better ones. Among the better explorative, narrative-driven games I've played recently. It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. It's okay. Needs more jumping CryEngine frogs.